Hello, movie lovers! Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm reviewing for you a movie called The Terrible 2. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So this one will be available on video on demand March 6th, and I should be like on Amazon and Google Play and maybe some other places. I'm not really sure right now. This is kind of like a horror. It's listed as a horror thriller. I feel like it's kind of light on both until really close to the end. It's about a young couple who is moving into a house. The wife is pregnant. You know, they're starting their new family. They're thinking about having a second child, even though they haven't even had their first yet. Then quickly we find out that the girls have died, and they were like 5 and 6. So I guess 5 or 6, 7 years or whatever have passed. We don't really know what happens. We're informed that they have passed away. And strangely enough, instead of jumping 1 year into the future, we jump 365 days. I just don't understand why you would put it that way. Why wouldn't they just put a year? I don't know. It's weird. Then we start to see some strange things happening in the house. The wife is kind of out of it. She's still suffering from depression from the loss of her children. The husband, he's kind of like gone. He's back working and trying to get his wife, life turned back around. And for a long time, nothing really happens. I don't know what they were going for, just like a really slow build, but they built this thing way too slow. The first half of the movie, I swear nothing happens, and you're just going through the paces. Now, I was kind of surprised at the beginning. I thought it was actually kind of funny, and I was just like, this is weird. Why is this movie funny? So the second half of this movie is where it really starts to get better and shine a little bit when stuff actually starts happening. Now, unfortunately, we've seen this done so many times. It's either the ghost of their children or a demon or some sort of entity, and it wants to possess them, or I don't even know. Like, even seeing the ending, I don't even know what was going on. Not the very ending, but just kind of right before the ending was really confusing, and I wasn't sure what was going on. And I still don't even understand. Like, you kept seeing the characters having like these dreams or flashbacks, and you didn't know what was real and what wasn't real. And then at the end, they kind of reveal, I guess, what was real. But then it's still like, it doesn't really make sense, and I'm super confused on what exactly it meant. And then the ending is just like, what does that even mean? So I left the movie just really confused, and they kind of like, at the end, they have this shot, and it made me like think, well, okay, maybe that has something to do with it or something. And they don't explain it unless they're hoping to make a sequel or something, where they would explain more of the backstory or something. I don't know. But just overall, they definitely left it open for a sequel, but just overall, I found the movie to be too slow, not enough going on until the second half, and then once the second half came on, it started getting better and more interesting. And if they could have just really ramped up the beginning and middle, I think it would have been a much better movie. Even for a low budget, it just seemed like nothing was going on, and I just was like, just waiting for something to happen. So I really didn't love this movie. I think that it was a well shot and well produced movie, just not enough substance there. So I think for a score on this one, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Unfortunately, these style of movies are so overdone, and I've said many times, they're so similar, and they don't really ever bring anything new. And even if this one had anything new, it didn't bother to explain it in a way that I could understand. At least maybe you guys understood it, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. I think there's definitely a market for horror fans that would enjoy this. I know lots of people who have watched my videos have enjoyed these possession movies where I didn't. So I definitely think there is a market of people who would enjoy this one. But just remember, guys, that this is a lower budget movie, and go into it knowing that. It was kind of funny. They had some knives that were super obviously prop knives, and it was kind of silly, I guess, but it's a low budget movie. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the review. If you did, be sure to leave it a like rating. I always appreciate it. It helps support the channel tremendously. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos. Check out my website and my Patreon. And I'll see you guys next time.